Shalom. First, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Akakwadash. And you know, you should be occupied in prophecy. You know, you got to constantly remind Jake, you should be occupied in prophecy. Because, you know, that's the true spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. You know, that's how you know you got a man of the Lord. If he's speaking 100% truth according to these prophecies, you know that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is dealing with him, man. You know, so Jake has gone off. You know, when I'm talking about Jake, I'm talking about Jake and this Israelite thing, man. Jake just want to be occupied in fucking podcasts. You know, having debates. You know, Jake has gone into the entertainment pretty much, instead of being occupied in prophecy, man. You know, and it's really showing and really telling who the fake or false prophets are. You know, these niggas are out for clout. You know, they turned this truth into a damn mockery, man. They making the true man of the Lord, who are actually doing the labor in truth and sincerity, you know, tarnishing the business of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. Making us look like we just clowns out here. You know? You know, these niggas have turned this into a money-making endeavor, man. Instead of trying to find the lost sheep of the house of the nation Israel. Now, they may have started out that way, but now they have fucking transformed into pure nigger entertainment, man. Just clownish behavior. You know, sitting up, faces all made up, looking like bitches on the damn screen, man. Looking all proud. You know, that's why I can't wait till Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah comes back and just straighten this out. Because these niggas are going fucking crazy, man. I'm talking about Jake, who's awakened, you know, to who they are. You know, these niggas have lost their mind. They've lost their way. And they must be shut up, man. Through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. Their mouths must be shut. You know? And he's gonna do it. Yahweh Shah's gonna do it. Here it is, we trying to get the hell out of here. And you niggas just prolonging it, laughing and joking and kikiing with the damn world, man. You know, I'm here to say, man, fuck the world, man. There's nothing out here for a man of the Lord, man. I'm fucking sick and tired of looking at this damn place, man. You know, nothing I think about on a day-to-day basis compares to the kingdom of heaven. Nothing. You know, I wouldn't give a fuck how much money was offered to me, man. Nothing compares to the kingdom. Nothing. You know, so you niggas ought to get back to business, man. And that's getting in prophecy. And not out here fucking off and having a good old grand old time. Like we not still under the curses. And like we not still fucking under the punishment, man. You know, these niggas got their feet up like we in the fucking kingdom already, man. And I'm gonna try to chill out before the spirit getting on me, you know. You know, I'm gonna try to chill out. But these niggas got their damn feet up, having a good old time, smiling and cheesing and shit. Like we in the goddamn kingdom, man. We ain't there yet. So it's still business, man. Still business. let's go with Matthew 24:4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Yeah, don't let no man deceive you. Especially these so-called Israelite niggas, man. You know, they put on a good front like they all about waking up, you know, trying to find the lost sheep of the house of the nation Israel. You know, they might tell you who you are, what tribe you're from. You know, most of them get that right. A lot of them, you know, some don't. You know, some don't, some do. And then, you know, they go through all that and sit down with you. And then these niggas will say, well, you know, it's been all Israel for 6, 8, 9, 10 years. And all of a sudden, these niggas turn and say, well, you know, salvation is for everybody. Yahushua came back for everybody. So don't let these niggas deceive you, man, because they going off. And they going to get judged, man. You know, for polluting the doctrine. This truth is for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel only. And right now, it's only for the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. That's it. The elect. It says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Yeah, there's a lot of people say they the God's son comforter, God sent comforter. It's a crazy, ashy toad nigga down here talking about he Yahushua. You know, this nigga was just eating neck bones and fucking crawfish 6, 7 years ago, and all of a sudden he talking about he Yahushua. You know? Yeah, it's even out here in the heathen world, man. Outside of the nation of Israel, people out here saying they Hamashiach, but they not. So don't let nobody deceive you, man. You got to line their asses up with these scriptures, these precepts. That's why it's important to be in this Bible, man, these scriptures, so you won't be deceived, Jake. You so-called Latinos and Native Americans. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Yeah, you're gonna hear of wars and rumors of wars. And the latest, hottest war right now that's getting ready to take place is supposed to be between the U.S. and Venezuela, the tribe of Asher, you know, and Babylon. So you got Trump talking about, oh, he want to talk to Maduro down in Venezuela, you know, and it's some chatter talking about possibly another strike on Iran coming up soon. So there's rumors of wars going on. It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Yeah, the end is not yet, because the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, has not been made mandatory, and we haven't entered that hour of temptation. You know, Jacob trouble hasn't fully, you know, come to pass. World War III hasn't fully come to pass. You know, America's still standing. So the end is not yet. You know, the end is not yet. But we're going fastly, you know, head first into the end, man. We're in the end of this thing. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. Yeah, there's earthquakes in divers places, all kind of, you know, odd places, man, that never used to be earthquakes. You know, you recently had, you know, war with India and Pakistan. You know, it was with Thailand and another country, I forget exactly. You know, all these little wars and skirmishes that was growing up is all part of the end times, man. It said these things must come to pass. These things must happen. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Yeah, these are the beginning of sorrows for the 2/3 of the nation of Israel and for the world. For the elect, man, we count it all joy because we know, hey, it ain't too far that Yahweh Shai is off, man. We know he's not too far away. You know, we know that deliverance, that salvation is right around the corner. So we count it all joy. It's sorrowful for you damn wicked jakes, man. You know, so all these things must come to pass. And Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come back. You know, ain't no if and buts about it. He's coming back. He's coming back to deliver his elect, the nation of Israel. You know, the Israelite foreigners also. You know, if they're a part of the elect. You know, so you might have a so-called white person getting beamed up. You know, but believe me, he's not going to be an Edomite. He's going to be a Jake, man. You know, you might see a so-called Moabite get beamed up, but it's a Jake, Israelite. You know, so, hey, it's going to be a beautiful day, man. When we get the hell up out of Babylon and Esau, Edom, the so-called white man goes down for good. You know, it's going to be a beautiful, glorious day, man. We're finally going to be free out of our captivity. You know, and straight, you know, and we're going to get to the kingdom and it's going to be beautiful. You know, first we're going to go to the wilderness. You know, then we're going to hit the kingdom later, man. But when we get to the kingdom and they get it all established, man, it's going to be beautiful, man. And fuck what this world has to offer. You know, fuck these podcasts and all these debates and all this crap. You know, it's just time to get the business, man. Get the business clear. And that's the Most High's business. But you know, hey, look here, man. I'm gonna tell you like this. I pray this video was edifying to the elect, the sincere. Hang on, man. We almost out of here. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Shalom.